What is going on, guys? Dirtsheet clock again from the Spoiler Alert Network. This is a milestone moment. This is my first solo video that I've done in 2, possibly 3 years. The funny thing about time is I don't understand how it works, so it could be longer. I don't know. This studio setup is bound to change. I'm in a new house because the last one caught on fire. And I also have look at this. Look, I have a cat now. Isn't she just the best? She's just the most adorable, tubby little ball of fluff, and you'll probably see her in the videos because she's very clingy. Petting my cat. You'll just have to deal with this. But what we are discussing today is how looks are deceiving, and we're talking about this with a Pokemon. Okay? Everybody loves Pokemon. We all love Pokemon. People that don't even know what Pokemon is love Pokemon. Okay? It's a scientific fact that's in Wikipedia. If you're a human who's born on Earth after like 2001, you love Pokemon. And if you're a human that's born on Earth before 2001, you also love Pokemon. Anyways, so I have the Pokedex entries pulled up here because I want to read them for you guys because I want you to hear the in-canon Pokedex entries. And it is about the story and the evolution of Tinkaton. That evolves into Tinkaton. Probably everybody's new favorite type. Definitely the best fairy type in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, right? I definitely have a reserved slot for this Pokemon just because it is so effective. It's a fairy steel type, and it has a very, very strange story, and I'm going to put it bluntly, it's a bloodthirsty murderer, okay? So the first evolution is Tinkaton, and it is just this adorable little Sackboy looking Pokemon, right? Like, it's pink, and it looks like Sackboy from Little Big Planet. And she has this tiny little hammer, and the Pokedex reads, it swings its handmade hammer around to protect itself, but the hammer is often stolen by Pokemon that eat metal, okay? So immediately, kind of feel for it, right? Like, this poor Pokemon has this tiny little hammer that it values and cherishes and swings around to protect itself, but it gets stolen because it is 1 foot and 4 inches tall and weighs 19 pounds. Little defenseless, little weak, like a lot of the first evolution Pokemon, right? So then it evolves, and it gets a little more violent. It evolves into Tinkaton, and the Pokedex reads, this Pokemon will attack groups of Pinard and Bisharp, gathering metal from them in order to create a large and sturdy hammer. And Tinkaton is 2 foot 4 inches tall and weighs 130 pounds. And what's interesting is I don't think that Tinkaton and Tinkaton like increase very much in weight themselves. I think this is just the hammer. Like, I think the Pokedex weight is the hammer mostly, but what's jarring about this Pokedex entry, right, is the fact that when you defeat a wild Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, you gather components to make TMs and stuff, right? So effectively, like, it's almost like hunting, right? Like, nobody will say it. Pokemon won't say it because, lighthearted, joyous game. But what you are essentially doing is hunting Pokemon for parts, okay? So when Tinkaton assaults Bisharp and Pinard, it is gathering metal from those Pokemon and forming a hammer out of the corpse of other Pokemon, which is just extremely dark and twisted. But then it gets worse, okay? This is a testament to this Pokemon's power. This 2 foot Pokemon that is stuck on the ground. It evolves into Tinkaton. Everybody loves Tinkaton. It says, this intelligent Pokemon has a very daring disposition. It knocks rocks into the sky with its hammer, aiming for flying Corviknight. So for those of you that don't know, before Scarlet and Violet, there was Sword and Shield, and Corviknight was a Pokemon that was introduced in Sword and Shield. It was a flying steel type, actually used as a taxi service in Sword and Shield. It would take people across the map in like a carriage, but it's a very good Pokemon. It's a very large bird, a very sturdy bird, a flying and steel type. It is a giant steel bird, right? But it cannot be used as a taxi service in Scarlet and Violet because Tinkaton knocks it out of the sky with its massive hammer that is tripled in size. Because what's interesting is Tinkaton still only 2 foot 4 inches tall, but its weight jumps up to 248 pounds. I'm pretty sure the hammer is 247.5 pounds of that. This thing is monstrous. It looks like if you took Stormbringer, Thor's hammer, and it had just this unholy baby with Ysgramor's hammer from Skyrim, and you just put it together. Oh my god, like, it's massive. I don't see how this Pokemon carries around. That is a testament to the strength of this Pokemon by itself, the fact that it wields this. But not only that, for funsies, it knocks Corviknight out of the sky, probably picking up other rock Pokemon to do it. It's probably not actually a rock. It's probably knocking like Roly-Coly or Geodude. Maybe that's why Geodude hasn't been in Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, is because it's endangered now because Tinkaton picks it up thinking it's a rock and smacks it into the sky for fun. This Tinkaton is a monstrosity. It is a menace, and I absolutely love it and cherish it to death. So, looks are very deceiving. Don't trust this Pokemon. Anyways, guys, that is all that my rant is about today. If you enjoyed this words, but be sure to come back. I'm hoping to do stuff more regularly, not just solo videos, but also all the three of us, me, Brad, and Showtime, doing all the stuff. But until you see another video with my face, the other guys' faces, or all three collective faces as some unholy abomination, be sure to stay dedicated.